Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got this green shaded semicircle with the center O, fully inscribed in a right triangle ABC, as you can see in this given diagram, such that the points D and B are the points of tangency, and moreover, this segment AD is 12 units. Whereas this segment CD is 8 units. And now our task is to calculate the area of this green shaded semicircle. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started. And now let's recall the two tangents theorem. According to this theorem, if two tangent segments are drawn to one circle from the same external point, then they are congruent, as you can see in this given diagram. And here we can see we got these two tangent points A and B, and O is the external point. Then according to this given two tangent theorem, this segment AO is going to be equal to this segment BO. And now we are going to apply this two tangents theorem on this given problem. We can see these 2 points D and B are the points of tangency, and A is our external point. Then according to this two tangents theorem, this segment AD is going to be equal to this side length AB, and we know that this segment AD is 12, so therefore this side length AB is going to be 12 units as well. And now let's make an observation. We can see that this whole hypotenuse AC is going to be equal to these two individual lengths 12 and 8. If we add them, that is going to give us 20 units. And now let's focus on this big right triangle ABC. And now let's recall the Pythagorean triplets 3, 4, and 5. And if I multiply these triplets by 4 across the board, then our new set of Pythagorean triplets are going to be 12, 16, and 20. Since we multiply 4 times 3 is going to give us 12, 4 times 4 is 16, and finally 5 times 4 is going to be 20. And now we can see our this hypotenuse is 20, this leg is 12, so therefore this side BC length has got to be 16 units. And now let's focus on this semicircle with the center O. We can see this OB is the radius of this semicircle, and likewise OE is the radius as well. So therefore I'm going to label this radius as lowercase r, and this radius is going to be lowercase r as well. So therefore the diameter of this semicircle is going to be 2 times r. So therefore we can see that this tiny segment EC is going to be 16 minus 2 times r. So this is going to be 16 minus 2 times r. So thus this segment EC length turns out to be 16 minus 2 times r. And here's our next step. I'm going to connect this center O with this point of tangency D. As you can see in this next step, let's make an observation. We can see that this OD is the radius of this green semicircle, so I'm going to label that one as lowercase r. And now let's recall the circle theorem. According to this theorem, the angle between the radius and the tangent line will always be 90 degrees. So no wonder this angle CDO has got to be 90-degree angle, since OD is the radius and this AC is the tangent line. And now let's focus on this tiny right triangle CDO. Let's make an observation. We can see that this segment OE is lowercase r, and this tiny segment EC is 16 minus 2r. So therefore this OC segment length is going to be r plus 16 minus 2r. If we add them, that is going to give us 16 minus r. And now we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle CDO. And here's our Pythagorean theorem: a square plus b square equal to c square. And in our case, the hypotenuse of this right triangle is 16 minus r, whereas our two other legs are lowercase r and 8. Let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this Pythagorean formula. So we are going to have r square plus 8 square is going to be equal to 16 minus lowercase r square. Let's go ahead and simplify. That is going to give us r square plus 64 equals to, and now let's recall this famous identity: a minus b whole square could be written as a square minus 2ab plus b square. And we are going to apply this identity on this binomial on the right hand side. Therefore, this is going to give us 256 minus 32 times r plus r square. And now we can see this r square and this r square, they are gone. So therefore we are ended up with 64 equal to 256 minus 32 times r. And now I am going to move this 32 times r on the other side, and at the very same time I'm going to move this 64 in the opposite direction as well. So therefore we can write 32 times r equals to 256 minus 64, or we can simply write down 32 times r, and if we subtract this right hand side, that is going to give us 192. Let's divide both sides by 32 to isolate the radius r. So therefore we can see this 32 and 32 is gone. So therefore our radius lowercase r value turns out to be 6 units. So thus the radius lowercase r of this green semicircle turns out to be 6 units. And here's our final step. Now we are going to calculate the area of this green shaded semicircle. And now let's recall the area of a circle formula. Area is always equal to pi times r square, where lowercase r is the radius. So therefore the area of this green semicircle is going to be pi r square, and we are going to divide it by 2. And our radius lowercase r is 6. I'm going to substitute that value 6 over here. So therefore we can write down pi divided by 2 times 6 square. So that is going to give us pi divided by 2 times 36. And if we simplify, that is going to give us 18 times pi square units, the area of this green shaded semicircle. So thus after all the calculations and manipulations, the area of this green shaded semicircle turns out to be 18 times pi square units. And that is going to be approximately equal to 56.55 square units as well. So therefore the area of this green shaded semicircle is going to be 18 times pi square units. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.